Hi, this is Skip. We're outside the Crossroads Diecast Speed Shop. We're waiting for our next project to arrive. This one's going to be for our Four Horsemen July Outer Space build. I think I hear the truck coming now. Okay, this is a Ford Super Van. I believe it's a Super Van 4. We're going to use this because we're going to turn this from a Super Van into a Super Shuttlecraft. So let's get it into the shop and take it apart. Okay, we're in the shop and we have our Ford Super Van. This is a new Hot Wheels casting. This is a 2024 casting. Kind of neat. When I saw this, I said, boy, that just has kind of an outer space theme. I'm hoping I can do a good job on this. I am running a little bit late on this build due to some traveling I've been doing. But I really like this, and so I want to try it. And even the inside, it's kind of like, it's got a little bit more of a futuristic thing. I don't know how much of that we're going to be able to do. But again, we'll take the wheels off because this is going to be some type of outer space thing, and I don't know how many tires are in outer space. But we'll try to work something there. So let's get this thing off the rack and get our project started. Okay, well, we're back, and I'm ready to take my little Ford Super Van 4 and dip it into the citrus strip. Getting that all ready. Just when you do that, try to shake off as much as you can. I also sometimes use a little bit of a brush to move it around because sometimes in there you can, I don't know if you can see it so well, but sometimes you can see in the inside there. Just try to make sure it's coated. We're going to do a full paint change on this, so I want to be able to do that. So that's what we do. And again, like I say, I just usually put it in a little tray so I can watch it, so I'll know when it's ready. Okay, let's move on. Okay, well, I've been working on my Four Horsemen Outer Space build. One of the things I've done is I've taken the base and I've glued on these nacelles for the sides of the space shuttle that I'm making. I'll show you how I did this. Now, if you want, you can go back to my playlist and look at the Four Horsemen builds for last year. It'd be August, and because they had a Star Wars one, and I did the same thing. But basically, I just take one of these old pens. You can get them. They're usually pens that they give out, giveaways at conferences or whatever. But anyways, what I do is I take it apart, and again, I just take off the cap. This part here comes off, and then I pull out all these pieces here. Now these pieces slide down. What I do is I keep this piece still in there, and then what I do is I hold it out. It comes through the other end. And then I screw the cap back on like this. Let's see if I can do this here. And it goes back on. And then what I do after I get it all screwed on, I put a little bit of super glue right here, and I glue it together so it stays together. And so that makes a nice looking nacelle. You can see how it looks like on here. Those are already glued onto the thing, and the fronts of them are all on there. I think on Star Trek they call them the buster collectors or whatever. But they're the front of the nacelles, anyways, to me. So we got this, and so we're going to move on a little bit more. We've got a little bit more detailing to do on this base, and then we'll move on. All right. Well, as we move on here, we have the interior, and it was kind of a weird. It was like a blue color or whatever. But that was not a space color to me. I mean, especially when I think of old sci-fi, I think of a lot of chrome and silver and stuff. So I just went and painted the whole inside of the cockpit on this shuttlecraft with a silver. And I think it's going to look really good with the rest of the build. So let's move on.
Later.
Okay, well, we're moving right along with our shuttlecraft build. I've got it painted white. I took some putty that I had, and I filled in the wheel wells. I backed it with some plastic. I took some styrene plastic that I super glued in the back, so that way I could put the putty there, and I didn't have to put a whole lot of putty, and the putty would come loose. And so I got that, And then I shot it with some white rattle can because I'm kind of running behind on this build due to some other things going on, and so I wanted to get that done pretty quick. So I shot it with some Krylon, I believe it was white gloss from a rattle can. So I got that done, and then I made these decals. I just basically, they're stripes that I found on my computer, and so I just outlined them with some blue and did the red, and just so there's a little bit of a contrast. And then I ran the stripes in there because I just felt it was really white. There was a lot of white there, and when you see the base is, if you've already seen the pieces of it, it's black. So I really wanted to have something that kind of just contrasted with some of the other things, but I think it's coming out pretty good. So we'll take a look at all the pieces here in a moment, and then we'll put the thing together. All right, well, we have all the pieces for our shuttlecraft all ready to be assembled. Again, as I said before, I painted the inside with a chrome. It used to be blue. Just I wanted to make something look more space ageist. Then just painted the base. I put on the nacelles. I chromed the back there for the back of those, and then of course I showed you the body. Painted it with rattle can white, gloss white, and I made the decals with my inkjet printer. I think it came out pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with it. I had a rush. It was kind of a rush on it, but I'm happy to get it done in time. So I'm going to take and put it together, and we'll get on the turntable and take a look at it. And here's my shuttlecraft for the August 2024 Four Horsemen Outer Space build. It was a Ford Super Van 4 that I converted into a shuttlecraft. The nacelles and things on the side were made from pieces of a ballpoint pen. I made the decals with my inkjet printer. It was kind of a quick build, so I had to use a lot of rattle cans and things just to get the thing done on time. But I am pretty happy with it. I think it's pretty good, and looks like a nice little shuttlecraft there. I just like the futuristic look. When I saw that in the package, I says that's the one I got to use for my outer space build. Again, on behalf of Paul at Diecast Graveyard, Andrew at Maple Leaf Customs, Tom at Spork Syndicate, and myself, Skip, here at Crossroad Diecast Speed Shop, I hope you'll join us on all our monthly builds. Next month's build is the Wastelands Warlord build. I think that'll be really great, especially if you're into Gaslands. I think that'll be a great thing for you. Also, remember, both for this build and for that build, to submit your glamour shots on the last day of the month to Four Horsemen Diecast at gmail.com, so you can be included in our recap video. We've had a lot of guys getting involved in that. It's great to see more and more of you doing that. Again, put them out there. Each month, each of the Four Horsemen choose one that they like. Also, as you start to do multiple builds, join us for those builds. We also give bronze and silver and gold horseshoes. If you do 6, you get a bronze horseshoe. If you've done 12, you get a silver horseshoe. And when you reach 24, you get a gold horseshoe. So we're looking forward to that. I know Ron at Somo Diecast, I think he's getting pretty close to that 24 build. Again, I hope you enjoyed this build. I want to say all of my subscribers and viewers, thank you so much for watching. God bless, and thanks for stopping by the shop.